Miyamoto Musashi was a legendary Japanese swordsman, philosopher, and author of the Book of Five Rings. Guerrino left behind a legacy of enduring wisdom on the mastery of life strategy and combat. His teachings emphasized discipline, self-improvement, and the relentless pursuit of excellence in the misty valleys of feudal Japan, where the clash of steel decided fate. One warrior's name rang louder than all: Miyamoto Musashi, the Ronin, a strategist, a philosopher whose blade cut not only flesh, but the illusions of life itself. His life was a testament to the way of the sword, but his teachings extended beyond battle. They became a model for mastery in all things war, business, and the relentless pursuit of self-improvement. Musashi was born into a chaotic era when warlords fought for power and death walked alongside everyone. But from that brutality, he forged an unwavering philosophy that still guides those who strive for greatness today. His first lesson: do nothing useless in a world drowning in vanity. Musashi's words cut like a razor. The path to mastery begins with ruthless focus. Cast aside all that is unimportant and devote yourself only to what is truly important. Picture a samurai standing alone in the forest. His mind is sharp, his blade sharper. He wastes no energy on idle chatter or pointless pursuits. Every action, every thought serves a purpose. Musashi didn't just fight his opponents, he studied them. Understand the invisible. True mastery lies in reading the invisible currents, the uncertainty of an opponent's position, the hidden motives behind a person's words. In life, battles are not always fought with swords. The warrior of today must see beyond appearances, anticipate changes in the market, sense deception, and strike before the enemy even realizes he has entered the battle. Musashi's second principle of today is to defeat your former self. Your worst enemy is not your opponent, but a weaker version of yourself lurking in the past. Every morning, a samurai wakes up with one goal: to surpass the person he was the day before. No excuses, no self-pity, just relentless progress, step by step, blow by blow. He wrote, "Respect the gods and Buddhas, but do not rely on them." Musashi's way was a way of absolute self-reliance. Pray if you must, but never wait for divine intervention. Your destiny is in your own hands. Many look for luck, miracles, or shortcuts. A warrior knows best. His strength comes from discipline. His victories come from preparation. Fortune favors the skillful, not the hopeful. Musashi spent years in isolation, wandering the country, fighting masters, and honing his art. You must walk alone to understand that true mastery requires solitude, time to think, training, and silence. Facing your weaknesses, a warrior finds clarity in solitude. He sharpens his spirit. The masses seek solace in the crowd, but a master thrives in the silence of his own mind. He warned, "Seek not pleasure for pleasure's sake." The modern world is drowning in instant gratification, endless scrolling, empty distractions, fleeting joys. The way of the samurai is different. The enemy is not pleasure, but the obsession with it. A warrior allows himself pleasure in moderation, knowing that true satisfaction comes from purpose, not distraction. Musashi's third law: master all the arts. The sword master was also an artist, sculptor, and writer. He understood that versatility breeds true strength. A warrior who wields only a sword is predictable, but one who studies strategy, psychology, and culture becomes unstoppable in life. The same rule applies: specialize, but never limit yourself. Do not stick to one style. Accept what is useful, discard what is not. Musashi despised rigid thinking. The world changes, and so should you. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. The greatest warriors adapt. They absorb knowledge like a sponge, keeping only what serves their mission. Dogma is the death of growth. His fourth teaching: if in battle you focus on your opponent's sword, he will cut you down. Excessive thinking paralyzes, fear distorts. The warrior acts instinctively, honed by years of practice. It is a state of movement, an absence of reason, a mind free of doubt, hesitation, and ego, like water flowing over a rock. The master responds without thinking, striking life with perfect precision. Indecision kills opportunity. A warrior who waits too long to act will be struck by a boulder. Practice until your skills become second nature. Then act without delay. The Musashi's fifth principle. True skill lies in emptiness. Free your mind from distractions, pride, and fear. Only in silence does true wisdom arise. The modern world is noise, endless opinions, notifications, and worries. A warrior cultivates silence. He listens more than he speaks, observes more than he reacts. His sixth lesson is the most difficult: to live life to the fullest. One must accept death. The samurai knew that. His life could end at any moment, and so he lived without regrets. Most people fear death, and therefore fear life. They hesitate, cling to safety, and die a little each day. A warrior accepts mortality by making every step count. Die completely in each moment, not literally, but spiritually. Give all you have to the present. Half the effort gives half the result. Musashi's seventh teaching. The true science of martial arts is to practice in such a way that the arts are useful at all times. Training is not for show, it is for survival. A warrior does not practice until he succeeds. He practices until he can no longer make mistakes. Repetition breeds mastery. Laziness breeds failure. A warrior's greatest weapon is patience. Mastery is not a sprint, but a lifelong march. Many give up too early, never knowing how close they were to greatness. His final law: the ultimate goal of martial arts is to avoid them. The highest mastery is to avoid conflict altogether. The true master wins before the battle of life begins. The strongest negotiator must not shout. The wisest leader must not force. Victory comes from preparation, positioning, and perception. Musashi's last words in the film Dodo: stay on the path. The path to mastery is narrow, and few have the discipline to walk it. You will understand that the age of the samurai may have passed, but his spirit remains in every man who rejects mediocrity, in every woman who demands excellence. Musashi's legacy lives on in the modern world. It is no less brutal than feudal Japan, only instead of swords, weapons have changed. We have knowledge, influence, and strategy. The principles of mastery are eternal. Discipline over leniency, adaptability over rigidity, awareness over ignorance. Musashi did not just teach how to fight, he taught how to live a life filled with meaning, a life full of strength, a life without regret. The choice is yours. Will you wander aimlessly or follow the path of a warrior? The sword in your hands. The enemy is your own weakness. The time to act is now. Cut once, cut deep, strike with confidence, live without hesitation.